Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa ashabihi wa man tabi'ahum bi ihsanin ila yawmiddin amma ba'd. Brothers and sisters, we praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for His many bounties upon us, especially to be involved in the best actions or in the best of actions, learning Quran and teaching it. Messenger of Allah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه. The best of you is one who learns the Quran and teaches it. Alhamdulillah, we are all right now in the learning process. I have learned so much before this, and I'm still learning about Tajweed because in preparing these slides, inshallah, I have gone through so much materials that it is making my knowledge concerning Tajweed more refined. So I'm learning. And Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has allowed me to be presenting it to you, which is, Alhamdulillah, teaching it. So this is just one aspect of the Quran. But you can be involved also, and you can do the same thing. As you learn, teach. Teach it. Teach it to those who are close to you. Teach it to your children, your father, your mother, your brother, your sister, your friend. Teach it to anyone. It is going to be good for you, inshallah. And you can use these slides to do it. I want you to note that the majority of information for these presentations were taken from the Arabic presentations done by a Sheikh Ayman Suwaid. May Allah reward him abundantly. If you can understand Arabic, you can check it out, inshallah, and go on YouTube and you will find it, inshallah. Brothers and sisters, welcome to Module 1, Lesson 1 of Learn Tajweed for Allah. Notice, Learn Tajweed, and we have for Allah. That is, sincerely for Allah. Make sure your intention is sincere. And Allah will bless you if you do it like that, inshallah. That is the way to get blessings, inshallah. So make your learning of this subject, make your devotion to it, make your sitting in it, inshallah, that then make it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and only for Him. Keep sincere. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The format of our program. 1. We will have one module per week. One module per week, and each module, number 2, will consist of 5 lessons, one per day, Monday to Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, one lesson per day, inshallah, for about 10 minutes. We are hoping to keep it between 10 minutes and less, or maybe a little bit more, but we don't hope to go over, to go too long on it, so that it will be easy for you to revise and go over, inshallah, every day. 10 minutes for a day, it's not going to be any problem. And if you have any problems, then on the weekend we have one live presentation on Saturdays, inshallah, which would consist of a discussion of all lessons, clarifying all the major important areas of concentration and what might have been problems that you might have been experiencing. Right? Before each part, because we'll be dividing it into 5 parts, there would be questions to test how well you understood the lesson. Then the lesson would be represented, and finally, misunderstandings would be clarified. Inshallah, after about 5 weeks or so, inshallah, we will get into actual tajweed, and inshallah, there would be a strong and serious concentration on practical exercises, and we hope that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us in our efforts and make it easy for us. Ameen. Now, I want to tell you this. This is something that is very important. I want you to pay attention to this. Tajweed is a requirement. For who? For the lovers of Quran, for the Quran lovers. It's a requirement by Allah. Allah requires it. Allah has revealed His Quran with Tajweed, and it should be presented back to Him with Tajweed. When you read it, you should do it like that. So if you love Quran, you have no option. You have to learn Tajweed. So when you recite the Quran, you will be reciting it as the best of reciters reciting it. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the one who loved Allah most. So if you love Allah, these are His words. You should love the Quran. And if you love the Quran, then you have no option. Inshallah, may Allah make us dedicate ourselves and devote ourselves to learn this important subject, Tajweed. Now, we're going to introduce today's class. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today's class is dealing with sound. And how does it come about? How does it come about? Sound, and how does it come about? What is sound? Sound is the basis of any language. So its definition, how and from where it originates, must be very, very clear to the person who is learning Tajweed, right? Because, I mean, there are many points of articulation of sounds in the Arabic language that are not found in any other language. So we have to know it. And we have to know that not all sounds is language, because if I clap my hand, that is not language. If I walk on the street, my feet is hitting the ground and I hear the clacking of my shoes, that is not language, right? So the important thing is that sound is the basis of language. So its definition, how its definition, we must know what is sound. So we're going to define it, from where it originates, and how and from where it originates must be very clear to us, inshallah. So we're going to start discussions with that, inshallah. What is sound? What is sound? What is the definition of sound? The definition of sound. Sound is defined as vibrations and waves in the layers of air that reaches the human ears. Sound is defined as the vibrations and waves in the layers of air, of the ear that reaches the human ears. Okay, as long as it reaches your ears, it is called sound. Okay, if it doesn't reach the ears, because there are many sound in the atmosphere that we don't hear, and this is clarified for us in a hadith of the Prophet ﷺ. And he was talking about the people in the grave, and he said, if their screaming could be heard by humans and animals, by humans and jinns, I mean, they would not be able to rest, so to speak. I can't remember the exact wording of the hadith, but that's the implication of the hadith. But the point is, there is a sound that comes out from the graves that we cannot be able to discern, because our ears can only hear a certain vibration. And if anytime it's above that vibration or below that vibration, then it cannot be heard. So inshallah, sound is the vibration and waves in the layers of the ear that reaches the human ears. So how sound occurs in nature. And this is important, because the sound in nature, because we are part of nature, and the sound from our mouth and the other parts of articulation of the letters occurs in the same way as the sound occurs in the nature. So this is why we want to discuss it, inshallah. So you would know, you would see that this is how it is. So the first aspect, because there are four aspects to this, the first aspect is two bodies clashing together, like the clapping of the hand, right? That is a sound. Two bodies coming together, like the clapping of the hand, or a hammer hitting a piece of wood. That is sound, right? Two bodies crashing together. Okay? Okay? And in the Arabic, yeah, I mean, we would deal with that, inshallah. When the lips come together, is it one lip crashing into the other? Okay? So it forms a sound. Right? The meme comes together, and the lips come together, and it gives you the sound. How sound occurred in nature again? Secondly, separating something that is strongly held together, like breaking a wood or tearing a piece of paper, right? And that again, if I, for example, the letter meme, right? I'm separating the letter meme. My lips are together, meme, right? Or wow, or ba, okay, ba, okay, or ma. When I say ma, it is separating, meme fatha ma. It separates the two lips, right? It separates the two lips, so the sound occurs again. So it's separating something that is strongly held together, like breaking of wood or tearing of a piece of paper, as you see in the pictures, inshallah. Okay. Third category of sound is the vibrating of a body, like placing a rule at the end of a wood and hitting the other end, so you get the vibration. Okay, as you see in this particular picture here, right? This here has to do with the sound that comes from the vocal cord, because the vocal cord at the back of the neck, just in the throat, is from where sound originates, and it's a vibration. It's a vibration. Like for example, if you say oo, e, right? The long mad letters. These are vibrations that originate from this particular point of mouth, inshallah. Okay. The fourth aspect is strong friction of an object to another object, like sawing a wood, inshallah, like the sawing of a wood, like I think the grating of the kha, right? It is friction of an object to another object, and the ghain. Okay. Anyhow, the point is that the summary, we can have a quick summary of all this. Number one is two bodies crashing together, like the clapping of hands. Number two is the separating something that is strongly held together, like the breaking of a piece of wood or tearing of a piece of paper. Number three, the vibration or the vibrating of a body, like turning a fork, or the example that we give, hitting a ruler that is placed at the edge of a piece of a board. And the fifth is a strong friction of any object on another object, like the sawing of a piece of wood, inshallah. So, inshallah, I mean, those are the four areas. Alhamdulillah, we praise Allah for allowing us to complete lesson 1 of module 1. And this is something that you should go back. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to really understand this, but just understand it, inshallah. This doesn't, and we want to give you a beginning, an easy lesson for the beginning, so that, inshallah, I mean, you would be encouraged to continue after this, inshallah. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us to understand the value of this subject. May He help us to be sincere in it. May He help us to be continuous in our commitment to it. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us and keep our focus on this subject. 10 minutes per day, inshallah, 1 hour at the end of the week. And inshallah, I mean, if there is any need for an extension, we will do that. We close with the dua of the Prophet ﷺ for majlis. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik, ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta, astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.